Hello, everyone. My guest today is Jorge Penalva. He's an electrical and computer engineer with a master's in CS in IIT. Started Sentisis, his current company, as CEO in 2012, the leading service for customer experience in the Spanish language. Working with clients in Europe, North America, South America, and Asia, he's looking to expand. Jorge, are you ready to take us to the top?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what is Sentisis and how do you make money?
Yeah, so Sentisis basically is a SaaS platform where we analyze customer experience conversations, mostly in social media, but also in other channels like surveys or other customer touchpoints. And basically, we focus on the Spanish language.
And what does the average customer kind of pay for this, would you say?
On average, it's about $3K a month.
Okay.
So 30 to 50K contract a year.
And what are they getting for this?
So basically, it's a platform where, as a base, like the base customer can monitor their conversations in social media and other channels. And our main value is that the analysis is adapted for the Spanish language. So we have a specific NLP for the Spanish language, and it's different variations. So in Spain, Colombia, Mexico, Spanish language is different. So they get their information categorized in the main problems about their industry and the sentiment of those conversations.
That's great. And then when did you launch the company? What year?
We launched in 2012, March 2012.
2012, very good. And bootstrapped or have you raised capital?
We've raised capital, but not a big amount of it. So in total, including debt, we've raised $2 million.
Which firm did you decide to work with for the debt?
So we work with, actually the Spanish government has a couple of debt vehicles. And one of them is for innovation and another one for young entrepreneurs.
Is it revenue-based financing where you pay back as a percent of revenue, or is it a term-based loan with a fixed interest rate?
It's mixed, mostly a term-based loan, but the interest rate gets a little bit higher if your revenue is very high.
Interest rate is higher if your revenue is high?
Yeah, exactly.
Why would your interest rate be higher if you have higher revenue? Wouldn't it be higher if you were lower because there's more risk?
No, because they're kind of investing when there's a lot of risk, and they try to make a little bit more of money when the company is growing.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So it's more like a grant structured as a term loan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Interesting. And what have you scaled to today in terms of total customers?
So at the moment, we have about 80 customers.
80?
Yeah, approximately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, can I take 80 times that $3,000 price point? You guys are doing about $240,000 a month right now in revenue?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And what were you at a year ago?
A little bit less than that. So about 200K a month.
Okay. And what were you doing about a year ago?
About a year ago, we were about 130K approximately, 140K.
Okay, so good growth.
We've been growing in the last years about 40-50% a year.
Yeah. Where's most of that growth coming from? New customers or expanding current, past customers?
That's a good point. So actually, one of the main strategies we focused in the past years was in the customers that we have that were already working with their social media data. We saw that as our value was on the analysis for the Spanish language, they wanted to analyze other channels, and that's how we grew from just being like a social media analytics or understanding, as we say it, because we understand the data platform, to a customer experience platform, right? So 30% of our revenue historically has come from cross-selling or upselling current customers.
What does revenue churn look like annually?
So revenue churn, depending if you measure it, of course, by total revenue churn or logo churn, but we're about 10 to 15% a year.
Okay, 15% revenue churn per year. Is that right?
Yeah.
And is that gross or net?
That's yeah. So
have you added back expansion revenue?
No.
Okay, when you add back expansion, how much expansion do you have?
Yeah, so about 15%. As I was saying,
Okay.
we make 30% on expansion a year.
So just to be clear, if you're losing 15% and then you're also expanding 15%, that means your net revenue retention is about 100%.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Your expansion makes up for all the lost revenue. Is that true?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay, that would mean net revenue retention is 100%.
exactly.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. And walk me through how you're getting these customers. Where are you finding them?
So basically, we mostly do outbound marketing in terms of like in the countries where we're present. So we're present in Spain, we're present in Mexico, Colombia, Chile, and a little bit in Miami too. And basically, we're targeting big marketing departments and customer experience departments where they have a lot of data that they want to analyze, or they want to capture data from the internet and analyze that data, right? And another source, or that's about 60% of our customers come from outbound, right? So cold calling and going to events. And about 30-40% come from inbound, as we've been building a brand over the past years in each of these countries, and we do content marketing. Some of them reach out to us on the website, download some of our content, or reach out after one of our marketing campaigns through MailChimp.
So Jorge, what's your, just obviously there's a bunch of different tactics here, but when you look at kind of your overall fully weighted CAC, what are you paying to acquire a customer?
So approximately we're paying, depending on the biggest and smaller, between 3 and 5 to 6K.
Okay, so $5,000.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's to get, call it a $2,000 or $3,000 a month account. So payback period is 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's good. And what's the team size today?
The team size is 40 people.
40, and where's everyone based?
So all our technical team is in Madrid, in Spain. We also have a small team in Malaga with our linguistic team. And also we have specific business teams in each of the countries where we're present. So we have a team in Mexico, we have a team in Colombia, and a team in Chile.
That's great. Very good. All right, let's wrap up here with the famous 5. Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
My favorite business book is probably Crossing the Chasm, Chasm.
Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying right now?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Is there a CEO you're following or studying right now?
A CEO? Oh, yeah. I love Jack Ma from Alibaba. He's actually now kind of retiring.
Yep. Number 3, what's your favorite online tool for building your company?
Favorite online tool for building my company is Intercom, because you get a lot of engagement before using the product and once the customer is already using it.
And number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
Oh, that changes a lot, especially if I'm traveling, but probably between 6 and 8.
Okay. And what's your situation? Married, single, kiddos?
I'm single. I'm 30 now, and I've been single.
Okay. Not married, no kids. And you said you're 30?
Yeah. Exactly.
Last question. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
Probably so my 20-year-old self was with a very engineering mindset. And I would probably tell him to care more about people rather than just the numbers.
Yeah, care more about people rather than just the numbers. Again, launched Sentisis back in 2012. Today, 40 people building out, 80 customers paying $2,500 or $3,000 per month. So doing about $200,000 per month in revenue. That's up from $130,000 a month just about a year ago. $2 million raised, mainly, or a chunk of that from the Spanish government. 15% revenue churn per year, but they're expanding by the same amount. So net revenue retention about 100% year on year. Spending $5,000 to acquire a customer. So between a 3 and 4 month payback period. Jorge, thank you for taking us to the top.
Oh, thank you so much for your time.